Nvidia is really important to the market. And Christina Partsenevelos is really important to us. And so we welcome her in now. And I hope my microphone was muted.
Our audience is really important to me, which is why I'm actually going to start with Super Micro, something different for a change.
Well, it was, by the way, worst stock in the S&P 500.
You're taking it right from me. Because volatility is the name of the game, especially within chips and hardware. Super Micro, to your point, swung from the S&P 500's worst performer to its top performer overnight, pushing ahead with a new Silicon Valley facility. So they mentioned this a few days ago, and they're going to be building despite tariff challenges, lawsuit, DOJ, SEC probe, so a lot of volatility in that name. Taiwan Semi planning a massive $100 billion investment, but also could face even higher operating costs. They complained about this in the past, so that could squeeze margins, yet shares are up about 5% right now. Nvidia, to your point, its stock is on a wild ride, trading at a market multiple that almost matches the S&P 500, so when normally it should be trading at a premium because it's a growth company still. And that raises the question, is Nvidia undervalued? Some are saying yes, or is the market headed for a fall, for that market multiple to be lower? There's still a lot of regulatory risk for Nvidia. AI diffusion rules restricting chip exports to certain countries that would come into play this May. The possibility of further China bans, specifically the H20s. We talked about that yesterday, but just it is a big portion of their business to China. And then switching to Intel, you can see shares, one of the few chip names down almost 5%, 5.5% after recent chip testing buzz with Ohio plant delays suggesting potential demand issues. So there was a note yesterday that Nvidia and Broadcom were testing Intel's advanced processes, and now you're seeing that saw up. But the most interesting trend on with that is investors are shifting, really. We're seeing this AI shift, which we see across the market, but traditional analog names like Texas Instrument, Analog Devices, those are holding steady if you look at it on a year-to-date basis, which is interesting for the chip sector.
Okay.
What do you want to go to?
Okay. I want to use your big knowledge brain about stock, because you're also at the NASDAQ all the time.
Correct.
Right? So you know the stock market and you know Nvidia, and see how nice I am?
So nice.
So nice.
So nice. Let's praise you.
And that's a song, Fatboy Slim, right?
Praise you like
I didn't ask for you to sing. I just want to mention the song. How important is Nvidia to the market? We said 546, I think it was the actual number, ETFs. Nvidia, in some ways, like almost is the stock market.
Well, because it's weighted, right? So I think as of last year, the S&P 500 it was over 5%, or it accounted for 5.5% of S&P 500 returns. So to your point, it is a big portion of the market. So when it does well, it goes with it. The AI trades also move in almost tandem with Nvidia as of late. So yes, it has an outsized weight on the markets.